Hello, welcome back. Last time I feel like I got back on track after kind of losing my way a little bit in this room, but I got that done, I got this done. Next I think I want to go to Butterfly Effect. Getting there takes some effort. Is there a waypoint somewhere in this room? Not according to the map. Let's go to this one. Actually, wait, why do I need to go there? That's not necessary. I'll just stay right here. Okay, so there were several things in this room I felt like I did not understand. No keys or doors are involved. One key is involved right here, so I would like to gather this as I leave the room. Gonna have to, because otherwise it is behind several layers of protection. Okay, so I'm gonna treat this as a whole new room, as a couple of statues stacked on top of each other, giving piggyback rides. More like Piggyfront. One's like standing on the other one's chest. So I can open up little notches there if I want. I think that's just supposed to mean this castle is kind of old and crumbling a bit. Oh boy, does that? No, that's solid wall on the other side. I can see where the spot is. Kind of. Well, the wall's different here. No, that's just telling me... Right, because it's... Anyway, doesn't matter. Okay, so what do I wish to do in this room? Got all these monsters. There's a sacrifice altar. Those are good to pay attention to. Kinda remember something about this whole exchange here. Yeah, I remember going in this direction. But I feel like this is just a completely different layout now. It does kind of feel like I want to push this bomb bug south, then put something in here, and then sacrifice it. At which point, this pulls out a little bit and can be pitted. Not too concerned about going to the 4 plagues here. I've already done that, and I don't think it's necessary to repeat. That room hasn't changed. Thank goodness. This is kind of weird. Aha, this is blocking a window, so I could lure this bomb bug north, which would scare it east. That wouldn't be particularly good, would it? This has to go away, and that has to open, that's a block barrier, in order for this bomb bug to run south. These two things being right next to each other, I think pretty clearly signals to me that that sacrifice is there. Especially since this is block barrier, and well, it's not like it's poison or coals or anything, so I can't kill the monster block on it. No slugs in the room. Okay, let's look at other stuff. A statue, a bomb bug, another monster block here scaring this one. Well, what's that going to... Ah, hang on. Well, now... Wouldn't it make more sense? It would make a lot more sense. If somehow I could get this bomb bug to run here, then I could step there and blow it up to put that on the hot coals. And then what about this? This has to be either lured or scared. It's going either north or south. Ways things could blow up in here. Yeah, this is a very fortified area. Ways things could blow up in here. I could step here and blow that up, pitting this monster block. Okay, so I can just do that when I want to. I could step here and blow up a bomb bug that is there, putting the monster block onto the hot coals here. And also destroying the statue rebel, aha. So if this door is open, I guess I could put like this block on that probably somehow. And then there's all this. So, with the statue stack... With the statue stack, if I sacrificed one on hot coals, I'm forced to immediately sacrifice again. I can't get away from that unless I did it from the other side somehow, which I don't think I can. That's not doing what I want. So yeah, what's with these altars? Some bum bug needs to make it down here. Oh. And explode on one of these hot coals tiles. Here will not do, because that's also hot coals, and I can't continue breaking from there. Some bum bug makes it down there. Probably entering here. So I'm assuming I want a sacrifice here to open up a way for a bomb bug to get scared down there and blow up in, like, this spot. To scare it, I would use one of these, which can be... theoretically, if these are open... A monster block all the way in the north? Which one? Could scare the south to get me 2 more. And then there's this altar. You know, I just had a thought. Gonna give myself some more work. Or at least say I will, and then put it on my to-do list and leave it forever. I should really have the shape of this tile highlight match the shape of the thing it's highlighting. Like, instead of just a tile square highlight, have an actual, you know, the shape of toggle door. Because, like, I could get that exact outline, that's easy. Or draw this graphic in a different color or something. Same for that one, like there's no reason it has to just be the tile. It could be the actual thing that it's connected to. And I could do the same thing for the monsters. Yeah, why do I highlight the tiles instead of the thing that's the specific thing I'm highlighting on them? Because with the elevation involved, sometimes it's hard to see and tell what's what. Okay. Well, I say that to myself. Maybe someday it'll make it into a future version of this. Anyway... This is the curse of the video game developer. No matter what you make, it will never be finished, and you'll want to tweak it forever. That's just, it's a universal truth. I've heard it from lots of other people. This is not just me. Okay. Still feels to me like statues go on these, but that means I have to split them. Okay, that's doable. I say, with only a partial plan to do that, I need something here. Okay, well, I mean, that is technically doable. With a sacrifice of sorts. What do these do? Well, that lets out the flying snake. Well, that's a real easy first sacrifice. So you could trivially go on one of these. Let me just make sure that's actually true. From this angle is not the best one, but I have lots of other choices. Okay, trivially might be overselling it a bit, but certainly could be done. No, that's not at all. That's very easy. I can do that. I can do that. Alright, so Snake can easily do one of those. However, Statue Stack would have to be split before I deal with either of the others. I mean, splitting's not that hard. It does mean sacrificing this bum bug, though. So I have a thought. The thought is shaped like this. Oops. So this allows me to get the bomb bug somewhere without immediately detonating it. Well, it starts to allow that. That's not a complete solution. You're still up there. That bomb bug, I'm thinking, is the one that goes in here. I kind of want to move it so that I can start splitting the statues. These 3 toggle doors, plus those, okay, this, and this, are essentially pillars. They don't ever open. Those can be toggled trivially. Okay. Ultimately, whichever... Wait, why am I putting a monster block up here to scare that bomb bug? What monster block is that going to be? Hold on. Which monster blocks could possibly go here? Not you, you're stuck on the south wall. Not you, you're stuck on the south wall. You're the ones I need to already have something there for, so neither of you. Let's see how that's getting anywhere. This only goes there and dies. This doesn't come out, so none of them? Then why is this laid out the way it is? Sorry, I'm kind of switching tasks a little bit here, but... no, none of that's any good for anything. One single waypoint here. There isn't another in the room that I'm not seeing, right? Right, okay. Let's just interact with some things. So first of all... Oh, okay, so one thing I didn't observe is that that activates a statue. There's my monster block. Okay. You're the one who gives me my monster block. In theory, somehow. I think I have a way to do that. Check it. There we go. There we go. There we go. That also gives me another statue that if I were standing in the right place could easily go in one of these. Okay, so then what's the statue stack for? The statue stack will have affected the way that I get in here, won't it? Well, I'm not sure I'm gonna end up resolving that. Now, this doesn't quite work exactly as is. Let's imagine this wasn't an issue. If I were all the way over here... Yeah, that's fine. I could kill there, or I could bring here and kill. Both work fine. Okay. So Flying Snake goes on 1. Let's just, just say, like... That's the slug mark. What do I use for Flying Snake? I don't know what's snake-shaped. You're just gonna be a circle. So either of these is fine. Alright, you know what? Let's do this. So this mark is red. This mark is green. And these marks are yellow because they can be either red or green, and yellow is a mixture of the two. Okay? Sure. That's how I'm marking that. Alright. So then, you don't have a job yet. I have a job in mind for you, but I don't know how to get you to do it. Can I concern myself first with these? Alright, so then what am I doing with the statue stack? Do you have a role of some sort? Okay, this... Hold on, so marks to place. That's let's not use yellow. That's a blue square. That's a blue square. Okay. Sure. So green circle pushes blue square to blue square and then goes to one of the yellow circles. Red circle goes to one of the yellow circles. I know this goes here, which means I don't want to blow that up yet. I don't have to. Like, I can go here and do this without doing that part. That's legal. And when the statue pushes this out of the way, actually just when it breaks your sightline, right? Now hold on, okay, so before anything else, break that Move us north, I guess. Oh, so this will just happen. Oh, so I don't need to interact down here to do any of that process, except I need the statue to arrive quicker. Ah. That kills the statue. Okay, no, this is a fun little tangle. So I need to awaken the statue without moving this north. Oh, I can do that from here, actually. Okay, there are multiple ways to do what I'm doing. This is not what I want. Since the bomb bug moves first, no, I do actually need it the other way. So I need the statue to get ahead of the bomb bug. So this allows that to happen. Now, problem is I got the statue stack in the way. Okay, so statue stack... You know what? Until I have a job for you, I'm just gonna dispose of you. When it becomes clear what I want you to do, then you can do that job, but until then, you're just doing nothing. Alright, so statue. Put that here. And die here. Okay, I'm gonna put this out of the way of the flying snake. Summon that flyer. Put it here like this. And kill there. Okay, so those have been used. This weighs that down and also scares the bomb bug, so I get 2 more. And that no longer needs to be weighed down? It does for a moment. So if I have 2 more monster blocks, what am I doing with them? Stacking them or something? I guess, yeah, to scare you away, I could stack them. Okay. So my initial thought for that would look like this. You sure about that? I'm sure about nothing. Oh, can this get to the other side? No. Yes, no. No, it can't. Not without, like, a statue's help. That could be a job for the double statue or something. So I can't put these together. This is actually a non-traversable split in the 2 halves of the room. Okay, so instead then, if I want to stack here... I can't quite do it. I could stack the wrong way. But that's the wrong way. Well... I mean... What am I doing? Nothing good. No, this is gibberish. Well, now, hold up. No. By the way, this is gonna go here. When I'm done with it. Ah, I see what this is for. This is a replacement for the monster block that was here but is now gone. Okay. I don't want you to blow up, probably. Although, why don't I? Do I care? I have the option of not doing that. Ah, so first you scare that there, then you go in this water, because I don't have another block there. Okay, so I see what your job is, alright? Alright. You're gonna be a magenta triangle. So is that water. Okay. Alright, so pull that south for a bit. I can pull it back if I wish. This blows up. I'm missing something. Okay, I can just stand... Someone can just stand. I guess this can just stand, alright. The multifunctional magenta triangle. Shoot. Uh-oh. Oh, that's a problem. Yeah. What does this do? Yeah, it's gonna matter for killing this block. Okay, now hold on. Can't I do a chain here? What? Like this? Like this? Yeah, that worked. Is that good enough? One way or another, I'm missing some pieces of my solution. Okay, yes, this makes sense. The sacrifice would happen before the explosion does. Okay, so remaining. This, which is trivially dealt with. This, which is dealt with once I have that done. And you. Having stacked you on that monster block is a terrible, terrible idea, and will never do me any favors. Right? I think that's true. However, if I could get that down on the ground... Alright, so if I'm just playing around... you know what? Since I can resolve this, let's go ahead and do that now. So I want this up here. Then that down there. Explode now. Be scaring you. Great. This goes on that plate. So basically doing the same thing I already did, just minus the part that was gonna jam me up. Okay, several monster blocks dealt with. This could still have a roll, so I'm gonna leave it for now. In case I need to, like, scare this bomb bug from up here. Now, these components. All I gotta do to deal with that is hit the switch. All I gotta do to hit the switch is make an explosion there. All I gotta do to make an explosion there... Ah, there's one in and one out. Those are both trapdoors. So you need to be on the ground here being scared to the south. How are those things going to happen? I don't think I've lost any tools that would be useful for such a process. So best it feels like I can do... Oh, you could have ridden somebody, like a flying snake or the statue. So the problem with this is it puts you in a place I can't do anything with. You're just kind of stuck once I put you there. If that hadn't been where it was, then you just explode right away. If I had put a monster block here, I mean, this doesn't do anything I want. I could have put it here instead, and that still wouldn't help, right? Oh, wait a second. Here we go. This is something. This is something. There we go. That was neat. Okay. Just a little juggle shuffle. So I think if I do... Let's see here. This. That does what I want. Cool, okay. And I'm done, probably? I'll bring this along with me because it needs to be disposed somewhere, but there are plenty of pits there. I need the room clear before I drop that trapdoor. Oh, the explosion hit the switch already. Okay, right. I don't have to do it myself. What's not clear? One monster block in there, which I can walk in and deal with myself. Okay. Neat. Alright. Key for me. All is good. Okay. So that room is re-cleared very satisfactorily. Good stuff. Alright, next time, Prison of Horrors.